Yo, Bafetsu, what's up? It's your boy Don Luee and welcome to the Indrive with Don Luee. Bafetsu, this is the 3rd episode and I've got my man, the music man, aka Umbuso Ngobani, with me today on the drive. We're gonna take a drive. Sbonoti, keep on, let's go. Yeah, so music man, bro, how's it?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
Good. I'm all good. Yeah, bro, so basically I do the show.
Nice show, by the way.
Thanks.
Nice show.
Thank you so much.
I think right now we need shows like these to make people who are going to be innovative, change the whole narrative. So yeah, big ups to you, man.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, what an intro. I think you've just done the whole intro. Because I was trying to explain the whole reason behind the show, basically.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to understand and already know what's up.
Yeah, remember I'm also in the digital space now with eventing. So
Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
Like you've got something in the tell me about as well. Tell me about what's elation?
Elation, yeah.
Elation, yeah. Tell me about
no, man, elation is basically it's you know, when lockdown started, personally I realized that I wasn't going to get physical audiences.
Yeah.
But at the same time, music for me can't stop. You know? And then I did a bit of research, especially to see other countries, where are they with regards to eventing? Because remember, Tina's like, you know? And then after assessing a few things, I thought of this crazy idea. What if I play for people at home? Now, how do I reach those people at home?
Yeah.
Then remember that I know Mtlambe was still going to get to that in terms of the vision behind ToneSociety.
Yeah.
Which is also a digital event on its own, but with people.
Yeah.
I then thought of our beautiful province, you know, KZN.
Yeah.
Then I'm a creative, you know. I pictured myself in a mountain, for example.
Yeah.
But playing on a mountain for people at home.
Yeah.
Now you're showcasing the beautiful landscape and the beautiful province.
Yeah.
Hopefully later the other parts of the country.
Yeah.
But for someone who's just at home, like my grand, Osemakaya, and or Nabanya Band, you know, and on that digital platform, and actually stream me playing from that place. But now it's all about, you know, like the aesthetics and the shots and the drones and
making it dope.
Yeah,
basically.
that's basically what we're doing. So I totally get your concept. Hence I thought when you said you'd love to have me on board, I had to drop everything because I love concepts like these, because I think this thing will blow up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nizwil, you know. Thank you so much about that, man. So obviously awuqalanga usu music man losimazi namhlanje. There's a bit of a history behind. Tell me more about how you started, what made you wanna be a DJ and put up dope shows.
Actually, you know, even people will tell you, for the longest time I refrained from calling myself a DJ, you know, because my primary objective was never to literally be just a DJ. You know, I want to believe that I'm a creative, I'm a musician, anything that has to do with what I love, which is dance and house music. Hence there's eventing, hence there's the radio now. To answer your question, you know, I was fooling around, you know, I went to TUT, Pretoria. And we did like mini events at Rez. You know, I used to host those events. We would buy ingredients, we make punch, we invite people over. Because at the time we didn't have money to go out to clubs and stuff. You know?
No, I mean, like, that's varsity. Like, I mean.
Then I saw people warmed up to that and it would be packed. And then I took out my laptop. No man, I'm like my PC at the time, and I'd play music on virtual DJ. But the vibe would be crazy, you know. And people said you have a gift.
So are you from Durban or are you?
I'm from Mapumula.
Mapumula.
Yeah, I'm from Mapumula, born and raised. Obviously, post-matric, I had to go and further my studies.
Yeah.
I studied in Pretoria, and then I came back to Durban because of work.
Yeah.
And I remember even how I got the term music man. There's a friend of mine. He was like, hey, this thing feels okay. I understand you don't want to call yourself a DJ, but you are the music man.
Oh yeah.
And it clicked, you know. And I was like, this is actually dope.
Yeah.
You know. And I was like, so clearly I'm the music man and not a DJ. Later, I regard myself as a DJ.
Yeah.
But with the brand music man.
Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. And then the music man too went on and started creating, because like the first time I've ever seen you was at Zoka Lounge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Zoka Lounge. I may look young, but I've been around.
Yeah, because I was not there for long. I think it was about 2 months.
Yeah.
Because I was still, at the time, remember, I was still trying to find venues to work with. That's when I actually moved, started Capello.
Yeah.
It's another interesting story because Capello, when I got there, it was on the verge of closing, shutting down as a business. You know? And the guy was the manager then, Mike. Shout out to Mike, wherever he is. What a great guy.
Yeah.
He saw, from what he heard from people, the things that I was doing in the city.
Yeah.
He really asked Uguti, can I come through and be like the resident DJ in Capello?
Yeah.
You know? I saw it as an opportunity. We got there, and later Capello became like the place on Floyd Road. You know,
I remember
again,
those
it was
days.
also because of the music and the culture.
Yeah.
You know, because we said we're going to play house music the way we want to play it, and not compete with anyone.
Yeah.
And we were consistent, and I got to Capello when it was on the verge of closing.
Yeah.
Shutting down. And every year I actually host an annual birthday event of mine, which is in Jan. I call it the Night of the Capricorns, where the whole idea was to gather Capricorns together. No January, you know, everyone says there's no money to celebrate, you know. Yeah. So it was a matter of gathering everyone, dressing up, and just celebrating the day. And then I called it the Night of the Capricorns.
Oh yeah.
And that year, the manager at the time, Mike, he asked me to do it at Capello. So instead of doing it in Mhlanga, he said, let's do it at Capello. And then it was a crazy party. Now, people thought that was the Capello was like that, you know, because apparently, if you know, a lot of people tried with Capello, but it was just not working, you know. Yeah. So even Nazi, it was on the verge of closing, and then I did that party. Yeah. And it was a crazy party. And then we rode on that wave because now people thought the PR that Capello got was that there was a dope party at Capello. There was a dope party at Capello. Then we rode with that. And then fast forward, yeah. But I was not alone, man. Because I need to say this, I was not alone. Everyone says, hey, what was it Capello? I was with DJ China, you know. Yeah. I remember he calls me and says, and at the time it was picking up, you know. Yeah. And then he says, hey, let's do, I like what you're doing in Durban, you know. Yeah. Let's do like monthly sessions, you know. He wanted us to do them on Wednesdays. And I was very skeptical because you know Durban nights, man, they're so unpredictable. Yeah. And then we finally opted for Thursdays. Yeah. And then, okay, now what do we call this thing? I say, but we're taking this thing back to house. Yeah. And then that's how Back to House as a concept started. Oh,
I remember when China used to come here.
Yeah.
Almost every week.
Because for me, China's different, you know, in terms of his selection, the way he views music, the way he views life, you know. Yeah. I mean, I'm all about energies of the people. Still had like a community. Yeah. And that's what they got when they got here, because people also almost knew each other. There was this warm vibe and rapport. You know? And then from there, we started now. Then Vini would say, I think you guys need to invite Ubani. Then that's how it happened. And then we had the likes of Ralph Gam, Christos, Alankane, Yastinev, you know, all the guys on a Thursday. And Capello then would be packed on a Thursday. Now, remember what that would do for the Friday and the Saturday.
Yeah,
so I'm there, you know, on the
change.
Friday and Saturday, I'm playing the way I believe, you know.
Yeah.
And Capello just became this crazy ambience on Florida Road, you know.
Yeah. Which was something different.
Yeah.
Florida, that's in as a shindo.
Yeah.
Shindo, Floriazi, it's a shindo, so you just knew Capello. Instantly, you know the type of music
it was balanced, you know. You know, they always say house music, with our sessions, you know, how I marketed this thing, I made it cool, you know, and I'd say, but even women, they like the sound. And then women flocked Capello, and that's how, and you know,
but deep house parties with like,
I know, that's the approach. I always say, I mean, that's the approach, because everyone would say, your events is always a balance. How do you do it? And I say, guys, it's the approach. You know, I even calling it deep house, you know, I didn't call it deep house. I call it house music, you know, because the minute you focus on subgenres, you know what you want to play, but it's confusing to the layman, someone who doesn't even know what deep house is.
Definitely.
You know? So I just call it I just call it house music, you know, and it starts and ends there. You know? So, but fast forward to the Backtoss sessions. Then later, I mean, China's in Joburg, I'm in Durban, you know. I then decided, no, man, I think it's time that I brave up and start doing what I believe in the city. And we're cool about it. I then started the ToneSociety, you know, which was, for me, it was just changing the whole landscape of eventing.
So is ToneSociety the events you're busy with now? The events with the big names?
Yeah.
Tell me, how do you do Leo? Because I mean, a lot of us are like in the entertainment industry and we wanna book these big artists, but asaz events, some of us,
you know,
it's close to being impossible.
But it's never possible. I mean, it's never impossible, you know. I think it all depends on how hard or how much do you want it. For me to start the ToneSociety, I had to sacrifice my property. You know?
Your property.
I sacrificed my property because the vision was greater. ToneSociety, for me, is not just about people coming to the events and it ends there. I started a platform for people to view a live event. You know, that's why with that one where I had Rodko, Frank Roger, and last Bernard.
Was that the last one you did before?
It was not the last one. It was not the last one because the one after that I had Julian Gomes, Bubbles.
I missed that one too.
That one as well was crazy, you know.
I should really get my stuff in order. It's like when I saw the Frank Roger one, I went crazy.
And everyone, I remember, everyone was just like, how did you do it? And I was like, guys, it's been years. You know, people see the end result and they don't want to associate themselves with how things started.
Let's play the song. I want to hear. Let's play the song.
Because everyone was surprised that this guy sings. You know.
Who's on the sax?
It's actually a trumpet.
It's a trumpet. Are you on the trumpet?
No, I'm not. I invited a guy by the name of Gustavo Sakai. He's also from the Durban. You know, Durban's got so much talent, man. There's so much talent here, and it's unearthed. That's what I'm actually doing with the album. I'm having like just locals, you know.
Locals
It's going to be a big album. I'm releasing with a label which is based in the States.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a crazy project. Yeah.
It's really tough. So catchy, I already know it.
Yeah. Let's sing along song.
See yourself performing?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Pretty mic.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, like I said, I'm in a space where, yes, I am a DJ.
Yeah.
That's what most people have exposed myself to as. But I'm inspired by people like Tom Mitch, FKJ, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like, who would play all the instruments. He's not a pianist or people like guitar. They are musicians, those people. You know? So I'm inspired by people like that, and I want to do a show where I'm doing my songs with an entire band and singing to those songs. Obviously with other artists.
Yeah.
Because I want the world to embrace me as a musician more than just being a DJ. You know what I mean?